Hello people of the internet, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah if you are new, and I am so excited that you've decided to join me today. I'm going to take you on a wild ride of all the romances that I'm going to read in the month of February. I've got a lot going on in the month of February, okay? And if you watched my last video, you probably know that I'm going through a difficult time right now. So I need some really fluffy rom-coms in my life. And if you watch my last book haul, you know I've got a bunch of those to go through. Another thing I'm doing in the month of February is participating in the X's and O's readathon. Oh my gosh, this is the cutest readathon idea I've ever seen, and I'm so excited to be a part of it. This readathon is hosted by Gwen, Jessie, Lauren, Lena, and Summer, and I am so excited to participate. I will leave all of their channels down below, and you can go to their channels and check out the information. Basically, I'm going to be fulfilling those prompts with different romances throughout the week. So the readathon started yesterday, but again, I'm not just going to take you through the readathon. I'm going to take you through the entire month of February and talk to you about all of the romances that I read. Because my friends, February, I'm going to delve deep into my romance era, okay? And you all have to come with me, okay? I can't go there alone. I'm usually like picking up the cozy mysteries and the thrillers, but I'm ready for some romance. Without further ado, let's get started.
A few moments later.
It is the 5th day of February, or day 3 of X's and O's, and I just thought I would hop on and kind of give you an update on the romances that I've read so far. I have finished one and hated it. That one was The Perfect Date by Evelyn Lozada. Let me tell you what this one is about before I completely obliterate it. So this one is following Angel, and Angel is a single mom that is just working really hard to make ends meet. She's also a nursing student who is working so hard to finish her practicum. And then thus we meet Duke. Duke is a very famous, very rich baseball player who gets anything and anything he wants and when he wants it. Okay, this one was terrible, and I hate being super mean because, I mean, I know somebody worked hard on this book and took the time to write it, but the writing is so messy. The characters are messier. Like, I did not like a single character in here. I take that back. I liked Angel's best friend. Her name was Gabby or Gabrielle, and she is like the perfect friend, but I was not rooting for a single character in this story. Honestly, all the men in here were absolute garbage, including Mr. Duke himself. Just some of the conversations in here and some of the scenes in here were just, one, they were extremely uncalled for, uncomfortable, and I don't get it. I didn't like it. It did not take me long at all to read. It was a very quick and fast read. I finished it in like less than 48 hours. But yeah, did not care for this one at all. So if you've not heard of this one, you're not missing out on anything. Just don't waste your time on it. So I just gave it a 1 star. So we'll move past this one. So moving on from that, I actually ended up picking up the buddy read for X's and O's last night, and that is X's and O's by Amy Lee. I am about 40 pages in this one. I'm not very far, but I've already gathered some thoughts, and this one is already twice the romance book that other one was. I am already loving Tara. I think she is so chaotic and so just amazing. So, and the fact that she is a booktuber and a book talker is really cool. I really like that representation, and I already really like Trevor. The only complaint that I would have about Trevor is the fact that, like, we start out knowing that he is this ladies' man and this player, and I don't know how that's supposed to, like, build up his character hopefully there's some character growth. But yeah, so I'm really liking this one so far. I'm not very far into it, but this is probably the book that I'm going to focus on today. And yeah, also really quick, I wanted to just show you the other book that I'm currently working on, and that is Addicted to You by Krista and Becky Ritchie. This is the first book in the Addicted Calloway series. This one is following Lily and Lo, and they're both battling addiction. This is a pretty heavy one, so I'm kind of going back and forth between X's and O's and this one, just because I'm not always in the mood to pick this one up because it is so heavy. So yeah, if you see me picking this one up, that is why. I'm about 100 pages in this one and 40 pages in the other one. So, okay, bye. Hello, my friends. It has been a couple of days since I last talked to you, but I wanted to update you on X's and O's, and I actually did end up finishing it. I gave it a solid 4-star. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm sorry I look kind of crazy today. Our district got out for the next 2 days for sickness, so I've just been doing all of the errands that I normally don't have time to do. So and also, if you hear the wind in the background, the wind in Tennessee today is just absolutely nuts. So I'm sorry if you hear that. But yes, overall, I really enjoyed this one. I thought it was the perfect Valentine's read. The reason I gave it a 4 was because I honestly felt like Tara was a lot, to be honest. She could be a lot. Okay, she could be a lot. And honestly, Trevor was okay. I didn't really like the fact that he was this playboy ladies man kind of thing, but he grew a little bit as the story went on. So overall, I really liked it. Again, if you're looking for a really cute, fluffy romance, perfect for Valentine's Day, this one is it. So I recommend this one. Also, I got my book of the month today, and I wanted to open it with you. So I'm pretty excited about the books I picked. Okay, so I hope you liked that little montage of my book of the month. I'm really excited about both of those books, especially the Addie one. I've been wanting to pick that one up for so long. Honestly, it intimidates me just a little, but I have to read it. Like, I can't not read it. So, as far as what I'm reading right now, I'm currently in the middle of 2 books. I'm in the middle of a YA thriller called White Smoke. It's okay. It's okay. And then the other book that I'm currently working on is Addicted to You. So I'm literally in the middle of both of those books. But Courtney Walsh, which is someone who is becoming one of my favorite authors, released a romance like set around Valentine's Day. And she released it on Kindle Unlimited. Of course, I'm going to drop everything I'm doing and literally read that one, okay? So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm reading, it's called A Phony Romance, and I am loving it. I'm only 30 pages in, and I already can tell I'm loving it because, one, the guy is a famous hockey player, and two, it's fake dating. Oh my gosh, like 2 of my favorite things. So I'm pretty excited about this one. I will update you as I can. Hello, my friends. It has been a couple of days again. It is Valentine's Day today. Please ignore my messy kitchen. I'm in the middle of making dinner. I'm making nachos, like I just showed you. The last time I talked to you, I think I was telling you that I was in the middle of 2 books. I'm in the middle of White Smoke and Addicted to You. But I did end up picking up My Phony Valentine by Courtney Walsh. I am about 67% of the way through that one, and I'm loving it. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Courtney Walsh is so good at romances. I just love her. I'm also like no further into Addicted to You. I'm the type of person that if I see a book and it piques my interest right then and there, like I'll pick it up. It doesn't matter if like I'm in the middle of 3 books or whatever. I will pick it up. And so I did that. I'm in the middle of Addicted to You. I'm in the middle of My Phony Valentine. I did end up finishing White Smoke, but I'll talk about that in my wrap up. But I decided that I wanted to pick up November 9th by Colleen Hoover. Why? Because it piqued my interest on a random Saturday, and I just wanted to pick it up. So I'm like almost 100 pages in that one. So honestly, I'm so sorry that I'm just like chaotic and can't stay on one book. But yes. So yes, that's where we're at. Also, I know I'm young and I know I'm not been married very long, right? I've only been married for 2 years. And so I'm very new to this marriage thing, you know, like I'm just a baby in it, right? And so, but I did want to share something with you that I think is a really good idea. Basically, me and my husband have decided that we're going to set back a night where it's going to be our designated movie night. And basically what that means is that we're going to get all the snacks, all the sweets, and we're going to fix dinner here, and we're going to enjoy a movie. Now, here's the catch. Neither one of us could see this movie. So it can't be a movie that I've watched or it can't be a movie that he's watched. It's got to be a brand new movie to both of us. And I'm so excited about that. We're doing it tonight since it is Valentine's Day. We've decided that we're not going to do anything huge. But, you know, because I'm a teacher and I taught all day on Valentine's Day, so I'm super tired. So I am just so excited. And I thought I would show you guys that too. I don't think I'm going to get any reading done tonight because, you know, I just want to spend some time with my husband on Valentine's Day. So I will come back when I actually have a reading update, I promise. Hopefully I can stick with the 3 books that I've got. Okay, let's go. Hi. It's much later now than the last time I talked to you. I think I talked to you on Valentine's Day, and it's like March 2nd. So I'm sorry, that's just the life of a teacher. So, but I wanted to wrap this video up and show you the books that I've read since I talked to you last. So I know when I talked to you last, I told you that I was reading November 9th and My Phony Valentine and Addicted to You. So I was in the middle of 3 books. So I ended up finishing My Phony Valentine first and absolutely loved that. It really reminded me of The Love Hypothesis, and that's one of my favorite romances of all time. So again, and it's a sports romance, and it was just super cute. It's a super cute, fun time. Okay, so okay. The next book that I ended up picking up was November 9th by Colleen Hoover. And I picked this one up completely on a whim. My brother actually gifted this to me, and I realized like how short it was. And it's Colleen Hoover, and her books are fairly easy to get through. So I didn't know much about this one going in, which ended up being a downfall. Let me tell you what it's about first. So this one is following Ben and Fallon. So they meet when they're 18 and they have their own separate lives. Ben wants to be a writer and Fallon wants to be an actress. So Fallon is actually moving to New York when the day they meet. So they end up like falling for each other on that day, but they're kind of like scared to commit to each other because they've got their own thing going on. So they decide that each year on November 9th, they're going to meet at the same place at the same time. And by the age of 23, they're going to decide whether they're in love or not. So I'm so sorry if you can hear my dog in the background. He has lost his toy. So again, that concept is just so cute, right? We all know that Colleen Hoover books are not fluffy romances. They're extremely heavy. And I don't think I was mentally prepared for this one because, you know, with given circumstances, I've not been in the best mental space. And yeah, this one was pretty heavy for me. So please know that going in, but it is an overall really, really good romance. I really enjoyed the romance and I enjoyed the plot. And there's just so much that happens in here in this little bitty book. I do recommend it. But I do think that you should do your research on this one first. And lastly, I picked up Addicted to You, and I ended up absolutely loving this one. Because I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it, especially like in the beginning, because they both have addictions. So again, this one was following Lily and Lo, and Lily and Lo are childhood best friends, and they're fake dating because both of their families are pretty wealthy and they're pretty well known, and so they just wanted them to be together, so therefore they've just decided they're going to fake date to appease their families. And basically both of them are enablers to each other, so they don't try and help each other's addiction, they more so enable it. This is another one that's kind of like, okay, it is not your classic rom-com and it's not a fluffy romance, okay? Do not go into this one expecting a cute fun time, because it is not that, okay? It is very heavy. It has some pretty deep, dark conversations in here. So don't go in here looking for that, okay? Because there were some times where I literally like just put it down because I couldn't handle it. I did, I forgot what I rated it, either 3.5 or 4, because there were some times where I was so frustrated with these characters because it was like, you are literally enabling her. You're literally enabling him. Stop. Oh my gosh. Yeah. But anyway, it made me very frustrated at times, but the end was very sweet. And I honestly will continue with the series. Can't wait to see the other perspectives in this world, and I was so excited. So, but I have heard that once you get like past the first 2 books, it gets really good. So I'll have to keep you updated on that. But yes, so that is all the romances that I read in the month of February. I am so sorry that it was a very sporadic vlog, but I hope that you stuck around, and if you made it this far, leave me the pink heart emoji, and yeah, we'll see you next time, my bookish friends. Goodbye!